Greetings, my incredible friends. Today, I'm sharing a tale that will warm your heart, uplift your spirit, and impart profound lessons about life, triumph, and resilience. This is the story of a man who wasn't merely an actor or a comic, he was a legend. His name shines brightly in the annals of film history, Sir Charles Spencer Chaplin, beloved worldwide as Charlie Chaplin. His brilliance is unmatched. His creations are eternal, his humor universal, and his life a testament to persistence, imagination, and unwavering determination. Long after his era, he remains in our hearts. His films still spark joy, his struggles continue to motivate, and his journey teaches us that no matter how tough life becomes, you must press forward. This isn't just a story, it's an odyssey of hardship, rejection, poverty, victory, and immortality. Stay with me until the end, as this tale is ideal for improving your English and will inspire you like never before. Ready? Let's dive in. A childhood of struggle. Charlie Chaplin was born in the bustling heart of London, England, on April 16, 1889. His parents, Hannah Chaplin and Charles Chaplin Sr., were stage performers, captivating audiences with music and theater. But fate had other plans for young Charlie. His father, trapped by alcoholism, deserted the family when Charlie was just a young boy. His mother, Hannah, was left to raise Charlie and his older half-brother, Sidney, alone. Life was harsh. They faced extreme poverty, often with no food to eat. Charlie went to bed with an empty stomach, while his mother pretended to eat to ensure her children had a bit more. They drifted from one cramped, grimy room to another, constantly fearing eviction. Yet, despite it all, young Charlie found moments to smile. A glimmer of talent. Hannah, Charlie's mother, was a gifted singer and actress, performing in theaters to earn a meager living. Charlie adored watching her, sitting backstage, enchanted, and dreaming of one day commanding the stage himself. But tragedy struck. During one performance, Hannah's voice failed her. Unable to sing, she faced a hostile audience that jeered and threw objects, demanding she leave. Then, something extraordinary happened. A 5-year-old boy, Charlie, stepped onto the stage. He grabbed the microphone, sang, danced, and the crowd erupted in laughter and applause. That moment marked Charlie's first performance, the first time he felt the thrill of bringing joy to others. In his heart, he knew this was his calling. A harsh reality. Life grew even bleaker. After years of poverty and despair, Hannah's mental health deteriorated, and she was admitted to a psychiatric hospital. Charlie and Sidney were left alone, with no money, no family, and nowhere to turn. They became street children, roaming, begging, and struggling to survive. Picture a small boy, cold and starving, searching London streets for scraps. That was Charlie Chaplin. Did he surrender? No. Did he lose faith? Never. His dream kept him going, marking the true beginning of his journey. The pursuit of a dream. Charlie, a frail, hungry, abandoned boy, had no home, no parents, and no resources. He and Sidney were sent to workhouses, grim institutions where the poor toiled for basic food and shelter. These places were harsh and unforgiving. At just 7, Charlie entered one, separated from Sidney and sent to another workhouse alone. When he reunited with his mother, her condition had worsened. Her mind was fading, at times, she didn't recognize Charlie. He watched helplessly as she was taken back to the hospital. He cried out, but could do nothing. Now truly alone, Charlie clung to his dream. First steps to stardom. Charlie knew he had one path: to work tirelessly toward his dream. Still a child, he took odd jobs, washing dishes, delivering papers, even crafting toys. But his heart belonged to the stage. One day, he saw street performers entertaining crowds with comedy and song. A voice inside him whispered, "This is my moment." He joined them, performing on street corners, dancing, singing, and acting in small skits. At first, passers-by ignored him. But Charlie persisted, refining his craft, studying other performers' gestures, timing, and expressions. Gradually, people began to stop, watch, and laugh. For the first time, Charlie felt the magic of spreading happiness. Climbing to fame. At 14, Charlie landed a golden opportunity with a theatre group called the 8 Lancashire Lads. It was a small role, but a start. He worked harder than anyone, mastering every step, every technique, practicing relentlessly. His talent stood out. A theatre director noticed him and declared, "This boy is unique. He's exceptional." Charlie earned bigger roles and greater responsibilities. At 16, he secured his first major acting role in a play called Sherlock Holmes. No longer just a street performer, he was captivating large audiences in real theaters. People adored him, and directors recognized his rare gift for evoking emotions without words. Hollywood calls. In 1910, Charlie seized a life-changing chance to join Fred Karno's comedy troupe in the United States. America was the land of opportunity, and Charlie boarded a ship, heading toward his destiny. Upon arrival, everything felt vibrant, the streets wider, the crowds louder, the atmosphere electric. Most importantly, Hollywood was there. Charlie thought, "This is my place. This is where I'll shine." In 1913, Keystone Studios spotted Charlie and cast him in a silent film. He saw a chance to create something original and crafted a character, a little man in baggy clothes, a tight jacket, a quirky hat, a small mustache, and an unforgettable waddle, the tramp. This character became one of cinema's most iconic figures. The rise of a legend. At first, the tramp puzzled audiences. But when Charlie performed, moving and making people laugh without speaking, the world fell in love. His films gained massive popularity. Producers clamored for more, and studios offered him huge sums. In just a few years, the impoverished boy from London's streets became the world's biggest star. By 1917, Charlie Chaplin was a global sensation. Crowds lined up to see his films. His face adorned posters, newspapers, and magazines. He was beloved across nations, languages, and cultures. And he was only beginning. Taking the reins. Behind the fame and laughter, Charlie remained the boy who went hungry, who mourned his mother, who never quit. He wanted more than acting, he wanted to shape the stories, direction, music, and emotions. He wanted to create films his way. Hollywood resisted, studios controlled actors, dictating their every move. But Charlie declared, "No one will control me. I'll make my own films, my way." In 1918, he stunned the industry by founding Chaplin Studios, becoming his own boss. In 1921, he released The Kid, a film that blended comedy with his own story of struggle and love. Audiences laughed, wept, and adored it. Charlie realized films could transform lives, and he vowed to use them to change the world. Defying challenges. With each film, Charlie's influence grew. Hollywood had never seen anyone like him. While actors earned $10 a week, Charlie commanded $1 million per film, becoming the wealthiest and most powerful actor in the world. Yet he never forgot his past, the hunger, his mother's suffering. He poured months, sometimes years, into a single film, perfecting every gesture, joke, and detail. He didn't just want to make movies, he wanted to create history. In the late 1920s, Hollywood shifted to talkies and silent films faded. Everyone urged Charlie to make talking films, but he resisted. "Films don't need words," he said. "Emotions speak louder." In 1931, when silent films were considered obsolete, he released City Lights, a deeply moving masterpiece. Its final scene, where the tramp gazes at a blind girl, is hailed as the greatest moment in silent cinema. Charlie proved emotions outshine words. A voice for humanity. By the late 1930s, the world darkened. Adolf Hitler's rise in Germany spread hatred, war, and fear. Charlie noticed their similar mustaches and the comparisons people made. He decided to use his comedy to confront Hitler. In 1940, he released The Great Dictator, his first talking film. More than a comedy, it was a call to action. In its iconic final speech, Charlie declared, "We think too much and feel too little. More than machines, we need humanity. Let's fight for a world of reason and freedom." The world heard him. The speech became legendary, resonating with millions even today. Charlie wasn't just a comedian, he was a champion for humanity. Betrayal and exile. But Hollywood turned against him. Charlie's power and independence threatened the industry. Some disliked his political stance, spreading false accusations. In 1952, they forced him out of America. Devastated, Charlie settled in Switzerland, halting his filmmaking and living quietly with his family. Yet the world never forgot him. In 1972, Hollywood acknowledged its error, inviting Charlie back to the Oscars, where he received a 12-minute standing ovation, the longest ever. Despite everything, Charlie triumphed. He was more than an actor, he was a legend. A turbulent love life. Charlie's life teaches us to persevere, no matter the odds, poverty, or opposition. If you have a dream, fight for it. But behind his success and laughter, his personal life was fraught with challenges. His romantic life was complex. He fell in love quickly, but many relationships ended in heartbreak. He married 4 times, his first 3 marriages collapsed. Women left him, some took his wealth, and others dragged him to court. People said, "Charlie can bring joy to the world, but he struggles to find it in love." Then, in 1943, at 54, he met 18-year-old Una O'Neill. Despite criticism over their age difference, Charlie found true love. Una became his partner, his confidant, his everything. She stood by him through adversity, and they raised 8 children together in genuine happiness. The final chapter. For 25 years, Charlie lived peacefully in a beautiful Swiss home. He spent his days writing, reading, playing with his children, and strolling through his garden, reflecting on his journey. Occasionally, he watched his old films and chuckled. Even far from Hollywood, his legacy endured. Fans worldwide cherished him. On December 25, 1977, the world awoke to heartbreaking news. Charlie Chaplin passed away in his sleep at 88 on Christmas Day. The world fell silent. Headlines mourned, "The greatest comedian is gone." A shocking twist. 3 months later, an unthinkable act occurred. Thieves broke into Charlie's grave, stole his coffin, and demanded $600,000 from his family. Una refused, saying Charlie would have found this amusing. After a police investigation, the culprits, two impoverished men from Eastern Europe, were apprehended. They had stolen the body hoping to escape poverty. Charlie's body was recovered and reburied in a fortified, cement-covered grave to prevent further theft. An enduring legacy. Though Charlie Chaplin passed in 1977, his spirit lives on. Every laugh we share, every great film we watch, carries his essence. He showed us that life is about joy, love, and perseverance. Even when he had nothing, he held on to hope. Even when the world opposed him, he fought on. Charlie Chaplin is more than a name, he's an emotion, the greatest comedian ever. His story will inspire generations. If he could rise from nothing, so can you. Dream boldly, work tirelessly, and one day, your story will inspire others. Share Charlie's message, it must live on. As he said, a day without laughter is a day wasted. Thank you, Charlie. You'll never be forgotten.